Hi, my name is James. I'm a Marine Corps veteran from 1966 through 1970. Vietnam, 68, 69. I am here in the Jerifit program. I've been within here for 3 years now. My age is 73 years old, and I'm working today with Kenny to show you a high-intensity workout for Jerifit.
The content of this video is intended to be of moderate to vigorous intensity. Individuals attempting this video should be able to complete our other full workout videos comfortably before attempting this video. Do not exercise if you have any symptoms that have not been evaluated by your healthcare provider, such as pain in your chest, abdomen or joints, unusual swelling, difficulty catching your breath, dizziness, or fluttering in your chest. If you experience any of these symptoms, stop and reevaluate before continuing. If you have any further questions, discuss your exercise plan with your healthcare provider.
Hi, I'm Kenny. I'm an exercise physiologist with the Jerifit program in Durham, North Carolina. Today I'm going to be going with our level 2 full body workout. You may have seen our level 1 workout here on YouTube before. This is going to be a bit harder than that one, so don't go progressing to this one until you've really fully mastered that one. This one's a bit more intense. It's going to have a warm-up. It's going to have 20 minutes of cardio. It's going to have 2 sets of strength exercises. It's going to have a cool down as well. Now, this should be safe for pretty much everyone to do, but just know that if you have any discomfort with any exercises, it's always okay to skip that exercise and join up in the next one, or try one of our regressions of the exercises. Or if you're doing your cardio, it's always good to, if you need to, you can always go back to your march if anything other exercise bothers you, okay? So I hope you enjoy this and join in with us here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with our warm-up now. This is what's going to help our muscles and joints get ready to do this activity. So you can use your chair as you need to. Again, this should be kind of an easier pace than what we're going to end up doing in our cardio and our strength sections. So just get yourself used to doing the activity and we'll go ahead and get going, okay? So let's go ahead and start. We're just going to start marching in place. Nice and easy, just like this. Remember, use your chair if you need to. Good, now let's walk forward and back, nice and easy. Forward and back. Good, now we're gonna go ahead and tap our heels, just like this. And nice and easy. Just warming up. Good, now let's step side to side. Keep it up, keep it going. Nice and easy though. Good, now let's march in place. Let your arms swing up and down. Keep them below your shoulders if that bothers you. Up and down, 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 up and down. Now we're going to do our hip and torso rotation, so we're going to turn side to side. Nice and easy, just turning back and forth. There we go, just like that. Keep it going. Good, now let's go hip circles one direction. Just like this. Good, switch directions. Just move the hips here. Good, now let's do some swimming. Remember, if your shoulders bother you, just stay a little lower with your arms. Good, let's go in reverse. Nice and easy. Good, now let's do some arm circles forward. So arms just below your shoulders. Small arm circles forward. Get a little bigger if you can. and bigger. Good, relax. Let's go back up. We're gonna go in reverse now, so start small, get a little bigger, and bigger. Good, relax, come across your chest and back out. Give yourself a hug, switch your top arm and your bottom arm going across. Just like that. Good, now let's go wide with our feet. You're gonna shift your weight to one side, keep your trailing leg straight. Feel that stretch on the inside of your thigh. Good, switch. Just enough to feel a stretch. Remember, if you need your chair, you can use your chair to, go deeper into the stretch if you need it. Switch. And switch. Good, relax. Let's go, knee to your opposite hand. Remember, if your balance isn't so good, you can just bring your hand a little lower. You don't have to go super high with your knees. Good, and now kick your heel towards your butt like this. Just like that. Here you go. And if you need your chair, just hold your chair in front of you. Good, now we got our chest and shoulder stretch. So if your shoulders feel okay, you're gonna pull them here behind your head. Try to pull your head back into your hands. Pull those elbows back and just feel that stretch through your chest and shoulders. If that bothers your shoulders, keep your elbows up there. Just bring your arms back. And now we're gonna go ahead and just hold this stretch here. Good, relax. All right. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna turn as far as you can one direction. Keep your elbows back, dip down, breathe out. Come back the other way. Dip down, breathe out. Dip down, breathe out. Dip down, breathe out. Down, breathe out. Good. Pick your hands up, big inhale up. Slow exhale out, one more time, inhale up. And exhale out. Good, relax. So now we'll go ahead and get into our cardio section now. Okay, so go ahead and relax for now and get ready for our cardio. Okay, so this next section that we're going to be doing is our cardio section. This is going to be the section that's most important for the health of our heart and our lungs. So what I want you to do, this section is 20 minutes long, and we do it in 5-minute segments. So try to build your way up to where you can do 20. You can start out with 5 or 10 if you want, and you can slowly build your way up to doing that. But in terms of intensity for this section, on a scale of 0 to 10, you want to try to pick a pace for you that feels like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. And the thing about your body is it gets really good at adjusting to what you do. So a couple weeks from now, this may not feel like a 5 or a 6, it might feel like a 3 or a 4. So always adjust your level and your intensity to fit how hard that feels, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with this. And if I'm gonna be here independently, if you need, James is gonna be here. You can grab onto your chair like James does every once in a while if you need it, okay? Well, let's go ahead and get going. Ready? And let's go ahead and we're gonna start with our march. Again, try to find that 5 to 6 pace out of 10. Good job. Good, now we're gonna go forward and back. Just a few steps forward, a few steps back. Good. Remember, if you needed that chair, you can always hold onto the chair or just grab onto it at any point if you need to, right? You don't need to. Good, now we got sprinters, right? So you're gonna step back and you're gonna go forward. There you go, actually same arm, same leg. There you go, just like this. Good, just like that. And like I said, you need to tone down the intensity, you can hold the chair, just step back with your feet if you need to, and just keep going. If not, there you go. Good. Now we're gonna step out and in, right? So out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, just like that. You kind of have to say this one out loud or I mess it up. There you go. Good job. Make this harder by taking a bigger step or going quicker. It's up to you. Or you can always change your lead leg too. Now we're gonna do our toe taps. So you're gonna tap your toe to one side, and we're gonna come back to the middle. You wanna make this a little harder, you can add the arms, right? Just like this. Don't need to. Always find the level that's right for you. Good, now we're gonna switch sides. Good, keep it up. Good, now we're gonna do a mini squat and punch, okay? So a little squat, punch across. There you go, just like that. Don't forget the squat, doesn't have to be very low. Just keep moving. Remember, do what feels right for you. Good, now we're gonna do step jacks, right? So step out, arms go up. There you go, just like that, as your leg goes out. And if you're someone, if your shoulders bother you, you can do seal jacks here. So you don't have to go over your shoulders. You can keep your arms down if you need to. Good, keep it up. Good, now we're gonna clap in the front, we're gonna clap in the back, we're gonna move forward and back. There you go, keep it up. Keep thinking about that tempo, find what's right for you. Try to keep this moderate. Good, now we're gonna do ice skaters. So we're gonna step behind, we're gonna reach across just like this. And once you get it, you can pick your pace up a little bit, okay? Make it easier by taking a smaller step. You don't even have to add the arm, you can just tap the toe if you need to. Keep it up. There you go. Good, we're gonna go back to our march now. Hope everybody's doing okay. That was one round through. So 5 minutes down, we're gonna do 20. Doing great. Keep it up. Back to our march. I'm trying to keep up with James here. All right, now we're gonna go forward and back again. There we go, forward and back, just like that. Use your chair if you need it. If you don't need it, that's great. Good, now we're gonna do our sprinters again, right? So step back, arm goes forward, just like that. There we go. Doesn't have to be a huge step, just a little bit. Keep the tempo up though, there you go. Remember, if that's hard, you can just step, hold your hips if you need to, right? Or hold onto your chair. Find your level. Good, now we're gonna step out and in again. Out, out, in. Keep it up. Doing great. Out, out, in. If you want to challenge yourself, switch your lead leg. So we'll go left, right, inhale. Left, right, inhale. There you go. Keep it up. Good, and now we're gonna go ahead and tap out to the side. There you go, arms go up. Remember, if this is too hard, you can just stay here and tap, right? You can even take a smaller step if you need to, or hold onto your chair. Keep it up. Good, now we're switching sides. Keep it up. Find your tempo. Good, now we're gonna do a mini squat and punch again. So a little squat, punch across. There you go. Keep it up, keep it up. Doing great. Good, now we're gonna do our step jacks again. So step out, arms go up. Keep that tempo up. Remember, if your shoulders hurt, just keep those arms down, right? Don't have to go up overhead. Good, now we're gonna clap in the front, clap in the back. Keep it up, moving forward and back. We're gonna do our ice skaters again, so step behind, reach across. Right, find a good tempo for you, good distance for your step, and reach the arm, or you can just hold on, right? There you go. Or hold your chair if you need to. Doing great, doing great. And now we're gonna go back to the march. We got 10 minutes down now, so just feel like you're doing some work. We got 10 minutes to go. Keep it up. Find your tempo. Remember, you don't have to march really high. You can take nice small steps, but go quick. We want this to be hard on our heart and our lungs, but easy on our joints. Good, let's go forward and back. Doing great, doing great. Good, now we got our sprinter, so step back, arm goes in front. There you go. Keep it up. Keep it moving, doing great. Good, we're gonna step out and in again. Ready? Out, out, and in. There you go. If this is ever easy for you, you can try this one. So you can go forward and back. So you can go out, out, and in as you go forward and back. It's up to you. You don't have to do that. Remember, you can always hold your chair and just do the feet too. Keep it up. Good, now we got our toe taps. So reach, tap your toe, right? If you need to, just hold your hips or hold your chair. There you go. Good, switch sides now. Keep it up, we're getting there now. Good, now we got our mini squat punch. Here we go, mini squat punch across. There we go. Keep it up. Make this a little harder, ready? We're gonna go 2 to the right. 1, 2, 2 to the left. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Let's go back to 1. There we go. Good, step jacks now. Step jacks. There we go. Just like that, doing great. And we can challenge this one a little too. Let's go to one arm, ready? One arm. Back to 2 now. Get your muscles working and your brain thinking at the same time. Back to 1. Good, now we're gonna clap in the front, clap in the back. Keep it up, doing great. Good, we're gonna do our ice skaters now. Ice skaters, step behind, reach across. We're getting there. Keep it up. Getting the end of round 3 here. Just feel like you're really working. Good, now we're gonna go back to our march. 5 minutes to go now, so keep it up. Doing great. If you wanna pick it up the last 5 minutes, you can a little bit. Leave it up to you, find your own pace. There you go, just 5 minutes to go. There you go. Good, we're gonna go forward and back now. Keep it up, doing well. Good, sprinters here. Sprinters, switch. There you go, keep it up. Good, we're gonna step out and in, right? Out, out, in. Keep it up. And if you can go forward or back, now's the time to do it in our last round, right? There you go. Doing great. Good, now we're gonna tap our toe to the side. So tap your toe to the side, reach the arms if you can. There you go. If not, just hold your hips and tap the toe. Keep it up, we're getting there now. Switch sides now. Just got a little bit to go. Keep it up. Good mini squat and punch. Little squat, punch across. There we go. Good, now we're gonna go 2 to the right. 1, 2, to the left. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Back to 1. There we go. Good, now we're gonna do our step jacks. Step out, arms go up. Or stay down if you're doing the heel jacks. There you go. Keep it up. Let's go to one arm now. Back to 2. Back to 1. Back to 2. Back to 1. Good, clap in the front, clap in the back. Got about a minute to go. Doing great. Good, finish strong with your ice skaters now. So step behind, reach across again. Finish strong, keep that tempo up, last 30 seconds. Good, let's slow on down, okay? Let's take one more minute. Slow down your breathing, slow down your movement. Just gonna walk back and forth, nice and slow. Good job. Got me sweating. Keep slowing down your breathing and your heart rate and your movement. Let's step side to side. Good job. And great job if you're able to do the full 20 there. Good job. Good, now let's tap our heels. Good, now just reach your arms across. Good, take a big breath in. Let it out. One more time. And let it out. Go ahead and grab some water now. Take a little break if you need to. We're going to move on to the strength section next. Okay, so great job with that last section. So this next section is our strength portion. This section is going to be the most important part for the health of our joints as we get older, and our strength, our functional strength to do things like get in and out of our cars, go up and down stairs, and get up and down off the ground and pick things up and put them down, right? So things that you'll need for this section, if you're following along with me, you'll need a chair or a table, and you'll need weights like this, whatever you feel works for you. Or you can use your band and you can do this section following along with James too. And there will be a portion for an exercise while I'll be on the floor, so you may need a mat or a carpet somewhere to do that one too, but James will be standing up for that one. In terms of intensity for this section, I know we talked about a 5 or a 6 for your cardio section in terms of your intensity. With your strength work, you typically want to be working a little bit harder. So you want to be doing about a 7 or an 8 for your resistance while you're doing this. So a good way to know that is if we're doing 10 repetitions for these exercises, it should feel like you maybe could have done 13, 14, or 15 repetitions. It shouldn't feel like you could have done maybe 20 or 25. That's too easy. And it shouldn't feel like you could have done, like by the time you're getting to 8, 9, 10, it's starting to feel impossible. So you want to be kind of in that range where you're leaving like 2 or 3 kind of in the bag there. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and get started, but we're going to be doing these in what I call paired exercises. So you're going to do 10 repetitions of one, and then you're going to switch to the other exercise. We're going to go back to the first and then the second. Okay? So let's get started with our first exercise, which if you're doing this along with me, you're going to grab your weights and we're going to do our reverse fly. So go ahead and what you're going to do, just watch me here. You're going to bend at the hips, keep your back nice and flat, keep your head in line with your spine. And what we're going to do is you kind of just make a T, keep a slight bend to your elbows. We're going to come up and try to get your arms perpendicular to your back. So you're making a T like that, and you're slowly letting it down. And then if you're doing this with James, we're going to be doing what I call a band pull apart. So you're going to keep your arms right in front of you like this, hands about shoulder width apart to start. And what I want you to do, keep your head over your shoulders. You're going to pull it apart just like that. Try to pull it to the letters on your shirt, and then feel that squeeze behind your shoulder blades and slowly let it up. These are really good exercises for building the strength of your mid and upper back and help pull you tall. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do 10 of these. Okay? Ready? Get in position and breathe out on the way up. Ready? Let's go. 1, control down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, don't look forward, keep looking down, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. And the exercise we're going to pair that with is what I call a banded tricep extension, okay? So we'll both use the band here for this one. So what I want, well actually, I'm going to show James's version here. So James is going to be doing a banded extension here. So you're going to push down, hold one hand under your chin like this, and you're going to pin your elbow to your body, and we're going to try to feel this in our triceps in the back of our arm as you push this arm down and squeeze like that. If you're doing this here in the chair like this, you can do what I call a kickback, okay? So you just need one weight for this one. You do is you're going to face towards the chair like this. Again, pin your elbow right on your body like that. Get your back nice and flat. And then I want you to kick the head of the dumbbell towards the ceiling like that, and then switch, okay? Ready? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, breathe out all the way up, there you go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, good. Now we're gonna switch sides, okay? So go ahead and switch your lead arm. I'm just gonna turn around so you can see me from this side, okay? So I'm gonna pin my elbow right to my side. We're gonna do this, ready? Now let's go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Well, let's go back to our first exercise again. So James got the pull apart again, and I'm going to do my reverse flies here, okay? So ready, we're going to bend at the hips again. Back stays nice and flat. Eyes look down. We're not looking up like this, okay? And James is holding about shoulder width apart. He's going to squeeze those shoulder blades together as he pulls it apart. Ready? Let's go up. 1, 2, 3, control it down, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. Now we got our tricep extensions again. So if you got that band, hold it right under your chin. If you're here using the weight, just watch me here. Pin that elbow to your side, one hand on the chair, get your back nice and flat. And let's kick back again. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Let's switch sides and we're done with these ones. All right, pin that elbow to your side, eyes look down, back stays nice and flat, and let's go. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Good job. All right. So next exercise we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a plank. So I'm going to be doing this one on the floor. James is going to be doing this one to his chair. So I'm going to show you both versions in a second. Okay. So if you're here on the floor, what you're going to do, we're going to be trying to hold this for 45 seconds, okay? And if that's really hard, you can start with, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and build your way up, okay? Now, if you're here, what you want to do, you're going to start with your elbows kind of under your shoulders. You want to get your feet about shoulder width apart like this. And then what I want you to imagine, you're just tucking. Imagine you got a hand under your stomach like this. It's kind of hollowing you out into your back. So you stay nice and flat with a nice straight line from the back of your head down to your tailbone. You're going to hold that there like this. Hollow it out, press yourself away from the floor, okay? And hold it there. Same thing if you're doing this to the chair, right? So I'm just gonna show you in James's chair in a second. You're just gonna do that same thing, so don't sag down here, hollow it out, shift forward, keep that straight line, okay? There you go. Try to hold that 45 seconds. All right, ready? So let's get in position. Now let's go up. Make sure you're using your elbows. Push yourself away from the floor so you don't feel this in the shoulders or your back. So you don't want to sag down like this. You'll have your butt way in the air. So hollow it out, staying straight. Keep it up. Try to keep your head neutral. And slowly come on down, okay? Good job. This is the hard part, is getting up from the ground, okay? So next one we're gonna be doing, James is gonna be doing a bodyweight squat. I'm gonna be doing what I call a goblet squat. So if you're at home, start out with your chair if you need it. If you find that it's easy, you can go without your chair, but just keep your chair behind you, just to be safe to start. And the way the bodyweight squat's gonna look like, you're gonna get your feet about shoulder width apart like this. You can point your toes pretty straightforward or even out a little bit if you want. I want you to, again, hollow out your stomach, so don't arch your back like this. Draw your belly button into your back like that. And then I want you to try to spread the floor with your feet and then sit back on your heels as you come down and go up, okay? And just try not to let your knees cave in or, shift your weight way forward, okay? Now, if you're doing this with me, I'm doing a goblet squat. So it's the same thing. You're just gonna hold this weight right under your chin like this with your thumbs behind it like that, okay? And let's go ahead and get started, okay? So ready? Let's do 10 here. Let's go down, up, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, from the side it'll look like this, down, up, 4, down, up, 5, down, up, 6, down, up, 7, down, up, 8, down, up, 9, down, up, 10, good. We're gonna go back to our plank. Good job. Get in position. Again. James is ahead of me here. It's all right, he just gotta go for longer. All right, ready? Well, let's go ahead and get in position. Now let's go up, hollow out. Hold this position here. Stay nice and flat. Remember, no sagging and no kind of hiking up like that. Stay hollow, press yourself away from the floor. Engage those abdominals and your glute muscles. You should really feel that light up the front of your stomach if you're doing this right. If you're not, you're feeling your back, you're feeling your shoulders, you want to adjust where you're at. And let's go down, okay? Good job. All right, we're gonna go back to our squats. Hope everybody's doing well so far. Okay, back out of the way. And again, remember, as you go back, make sure you're shifting your hips back first, and then you sit down. You don't want your weight shifting way forward over your toes. All right, ready? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. All right, now we got our single arm row. So if you're with me, you're gonna have your chair. What I want you to do, I'm gonna do this on the left side, so I'm gonna put the weight in my left hand. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull my left leg back, my right leg is forward like this, and I'll roll that weight back towards my hip like this, okay? If you're using the band, you kind of have to do this the opposite way like James is doing. So, if you're on that side here, I'm gonna put it under my left foot, like this. I got it in my right hand. And make sure you have enough resistance in this where you always have a little tension at all times. And what you're gonna do, bring your right leg back, as you pull it back to your right hip like that, your eyes look down like that, okay? And James is doing great just like that, all right? Again, let me show you here. Let's do this. Ready? Eyes down, let's go. 1, pull that elbow just past your ribs, breathe out as you pull it to you. 2, 3, try to squeeze those muscles in your mid-back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Switch sides. So I'm going to turn around so you can see me on this side. How you doing, James?
Doing great.
Good. You ready to go on this one?
Yep.
All right. So now my right leg is back. My left hand is forward. My left knee is bent. My back is flat. And I'm trying to row this into my back pocket like this. I'm not going straight up. I'm coming back towards my hip. All right, ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Good job. All right. Next one we got our lateral band block. Okay. So this one, you're gonna take your band. This is gonna work your glute muscles. So what I want you to do, here, just move your band out of your chair out of the way so you have a little room to. Okay. So what you're gonna do here. Go ahead and step forward for me a little. There you go. Yep. Step with your feet about shoulder width apart. Now if you're doing this one with James, he's gonna keep his band nice and straight. Now to make this a little harder, you can cross the band you do what I call an X-band walk, okay? So just like this, get your feet about shoulder width apart, pull your bands up to your hips, and then what I want you to do, we're gonna take 2 big steps each way, and then we're gonna switch. So take a big step, and then your second step's gonna come to shoulder width. So you're never gonna be closer than shoulder width, okay? So ready? Let's go to the right, ready? Big step, shoulder width, big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width, big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width, big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width, big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width, big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width, big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width, big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width, big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width, big step, shoulder width, big step, shoulder width, big step, shoulder width. Good, there's 10 each way. Good job. We're gonna go back to our rows again, okay? We're gonna grab your chair. Make sure you're doing whatever side you need to. It doesn't really matter, we can do the other side after. But if you have your dumbbell, bring that same leg back, get your back nice and flat. You got it in the band, you're gonna put it in the opposite foot with your hands, make sure you got enough tension in the band, and we're gonna row it. Keep your back nice and flat, eyes down. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, now switch sides. Last one's here. All right, ready? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Good job. All right. Now we're going to go back to our band walks again. The last one's here. Doing great. Let's get that band back about shoulder width apart. Cross it over if you need to. Just like this. And we're going to start, make sure your toes are pointing pretty straight forward. Okay, and they're going to stay that way the whole time, okay? Let's take big steps to the right. Ready? Big step, shoulder width. Big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width. Big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width. Big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width. Big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width. Big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width. Big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width. Big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width. Big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width. Big step, shoulder width, switch. Big step, shoulder width. Big step, shoulder width. Good job. All right, so now we got our push-ups. So for this one, I'm gonna have James show you how to do this from a table because it's really hard to get down and do this on the floor, just especially if you're kind of just starting out. It's hard to build up to this. So no matter how you're doing it, there's a couple things I'm looking for here. So what you're gonna do, if you're on the floor, once you think about kind of how we did our plank, you're gonna keep that body in one straight line, right? So start here with on your elbows and toes, hollow out your core. Once you go back with your feet about shoulder width apart, like this, and your hands are just outside your shoulders. And I want you to think about leading with your chest first, as you keep you don't want your hips sagging, you don't want them way in the air. And you're gonna try to get your elbows just outside your body. Keep your head back, lead with your chest, and go down. Now you don't have to get all the way down. Even if you can get to here, that's still good. Just go down to where you can, where you stay straight. And that, for some of you, that might be here, and that's great. But I'd rather see you do that than go down all the way to the floor like this, okay? So just go down to where you can stay straight, and we'll try that out. If you're doing it to the table, just follow up with James, but go ahead and do that same principle. So keep your body in that one straight line. Your head stays back, you lead with your chest. James, you want to count for us on these?
Okay.
All right, just make sure you're nice and loud for the camera.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good. We're going to pair that with what I call external rotations. So neither of us is going to use a band for this one. What you're going to do is you're going to sit up nice and tall. This is really going to help these small muscles in your shoulders kind of help pull you tall and help your posture. So what I want you to do, start up like a scarecrow with your hands out in front of you like this. Keep your head over your spine and look at your fingertips. They should be in line with your forearm. So I want to see you flapping your hands like this. You're going to use these muscles in the back of your shoulders. Try to rotate up like that and feel it here in the back. If you're not feeling it there in the back, you want to adjust where you're at. Now, everybody's got a different ability to do this one, so even if you can just get up to here comfortably, that's okay, and then come back down. Remember, if you have any discomfort with any of these, you can skip them, okay? All right, ready? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. There we go. And now we're going to go back to our push-ups again. 10 more here. So get back in your starting positions. And then James, you want to count down for us again?
Yep.
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job. There we go. All right. External rotations again for these last ones here. Take a second and stand up. How you doing, James?
Doing great.
Good. All right. So hands back at shoulder height. Remember, trying to rotate from the shoulders, not from your wrists, right? Ready. Let's go. 1, 2. Try to feel it in the back of the shoulder. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, so now we got our what I call our glute bridge. So if you're here with James, what you're gonna do, while I do my glute bridge, we're gonna do just 20-second hold for this one. But if you're with James, what you're gonna do is what I call a standing glute squeeze. So for this one, what I want you to do, try to draw your belly button into your back. So you're tilting your pelvis back. So you don't want to stand like this with your back arch. So draw your belly into your back, hands at your side, make fists. You're gonna squeeze your glute muscles as hard as you can. You're trying to hold that for 20 seconds, okay? If you're here, make sure your feet are about hip width apart, okay, when you do that. If you're here on the floor, we're gonna do what I call a glute bridge. So this one here, what I want you to do, if you can get down on the floor, go ahead and just try to walk your feet and your heels back towards your butt here, and your hands are on the ground like this. And what I want you to do, you're gonna try to tilt your pelvis back as your belly button draws into the floor, like that. So you're not arching your back as you come up, right? So what I want you to do is you're gonna squeeze your glute muscles, push your heels through the floor, and just come up enough to feel your hips extend, but we're not getting up to the point where our back arches. So we're gonna get up, feel your hips extend, and hold that there, okay? 20-second hold. All right, everybody ready? And let's go up. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Feel in the back of your legs, hamstrings and glutes, and let's slowly come down, okay? And we're gonna come back up. And now we got our single arm, we got our bicep curls. So James, you're gonna use the band for this one. So if you're doing this with James, you're gonna put the band under one foot like this. You're gonna make sure it goes under the middle of your shoe, like that, so it doesn't come up and snap at you. And it's nice and secure there. You're gonna pin your elbows to your body like this. Your hands are gonna face the ceiling. You're gonna curl them up to your shoulders, and then you're gonna slowly control them down just like that. Breathe out as you go up. If you're using weights for this one, we're gonna do that same thing. Just get nice and tall like this. Hands face the ceiling, pin your elbows to your sides. We're gonna curl it up, breathe out as we go up, and slowly control it down. Ready? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. All right. And now we got our bridge again, where you got your standing glute squeeze. If you're here standing up, you don't feel like getting down on the ground, okay? So, let's go ahead and get position again. So James, feet hip width apart, right? And then draw your belly button into your back as you tuck your pelvis back. If you're here on the floor, walk your feet back underneath you, right? Try to tuck your pelvis back, belly button into the floor, hands down by your sides, and you should feel your hamstrings and glutes turn on. And let's go up and hold it. Keep going, keep going. You might feel like a little cramp is coming on. If you do, you can relax, but you should feel these muscles working. 3, 2, 1, and let's go down. Good job. All right, we're gonna do one more set of the bicep curl. So grab your weights again, or your band if you got it. Well, let's do these here, okay? Hands face the ceiling. Get up nice and tall. James, you wanna count these ones out for me?
Okay.
All right, ready?
Ready.
And let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job. All right, and now we're going to move on to our cool down section. It's going to help us calm down from this exercise and help us recover, okay? Good job with all of that. Okay, so this last section we're going to do is our cool down section. So this is always important to do, especially after any strenuous activity you may have done. Just help, our muscles prevent soreness and also help our cardiovascular system calm down from the exercise we just did with it, okay? So the first exercise we're gonna do, we're just gonna do a chest and shoulder exercise. So you can do this seated or you can do it standing. However you wanna do any of these, you can prefer, just go ahead and do that. I want you to just pull your arms here down by your sides, just like this, and pull your head back to the wall behind you. You're gonna feel a deep stretch here through your shoulders and chest. And I want you to focus on your breath and just relaxing into this. Good, relax. Now I'll have you hold your chair. We're gonna do one for your upper back here. So what I want you to do, you're just gonna hold the back of your chair with one hand, and you're gonna take your arm, and you're gonna look up towards the ceiling, let your eyes follow that hand, and just hold that here. Now from the front, that's just gonna look like this. Okay, and let your eyes follow the hand and feel that stretch in your upper back. Good, slowly relax. Let's switch sides, okay? Again, use your breath, let you sit deeper into that stretch. Good, relax. We're gonna do a hamstring stretch here. So here, I want you to put your chair by your right side. What I want you to do is you're gonna put your left foot in front of you, you're gonna be on the back of your heel. With your right foot and your hand on the chair, you're just gonna sit back. Think about bending from your hips and just pushing your hips back to the wall behind you a little bit so you feel this stretch here in the back of your left leg, okay? And if that's not too bad, you can just pull those toes towards your head and you'll feel it a little bit more. Stretching out our hamstrings and our calves. Trying to get them to calm down from some of that activity we did. Good. Slowly relax. We're going to bring it over to the other side. There we go. Bring it over here. Hips back. Head is looking down. And just hold that there. Doing great. Good, relax. All right, the last one we're gonna do, I'm gonna have you sit in your chair like this. I'm gonna sit to the right side of my chair like this. I'm gonna hold on to the chair with my hands, and I'm gonna bring my right leg back, just like this. So I'm gonna try to get my right knee under my right hip. I'm gonna take my toe of my right foot and push it into the ground. So I'll feel it here through the front of my right leg. And if you're up for it, you can lift up your right arm and even lean to your left a little bit like this. Feel this through the front of your quads and your hip flexor. I'm trying to make sure you don't arch your back like this, so stay hollowed and stays over your spine. Good, slowly relax. We're gonna switch sides, okay? So now, go ahead and slide to the left side of your chair. Bring your left leg back like this. Try to push your toes on your left foot into the floor. Head stays over your spine. Raise that left arm up. And if you want to, you can even lean a little to your right. Feel it here through the hip flexor and your quadricep, okay? Make sure you keep one hand on for your balance. Good, slowly relax. All right, let's take a big inhale up and let it out. Good, one more time, inhale up. Let it out. Good. So thank you again for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed these exercises. Like I said, start out slow and build your way up to doing, 20 minutes, or start with one set of the strength and build your way up to doing 2 sets of them, okay? Good job. And check out our website as well as Gerofit Exercise on YouTube for more information and more videos like this one.